What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel, man. Week 16. It was just week 4, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I lied. How did we get here? We have 3 more weeks in the regular season to go. You got Peter Ravens jersey hanging up. You know what I'm saying? I had to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? I might wear it next week. We'll see. But 3 more weeks left in the regular season until the playoffs. A lot of teams have playoff kitchen scenarios right now. Um, a lot of teams have winning. They need to keep on winning to stay alive in the playoff race. If they lose any games, they're out. So a lot of pressure on almost all teams in the NFL, except for you say Philly, the Bengals, the Chiefs, the 49ers, Cowboys, Vikings. Teams who already clinched playoff spots, they don't really have pressure. The Eagles, if they beat the Cowboys, clinch the number 1 seed, but really if they win any of the next 3 games, they clinch the number 1 seed. So even if they lose this week, it's not that bad. Like no one's gonna really look at the Eagles as a worst team off. So, but before we get to all that, you know what I mean? Natural, he had to do a little something real quick, but he's back.
Call real quick. Had to handle a call. My bad, y'all. But we back. We
You
rallied.
back?
Yeah. What Shabazz kind of said the perfect introduction, man. Week 16. It's not. It's we got week 18 now, but 3 more games, playoff implications. Almost every game has some sort of like you lose and you out kind of thing, kind of feel to it. Obviously, teams who qualified, they already clinched, but they try to move higher in the seedings because the higher you are, the worse opponent you face. Um, Especially in the NFC, but it's the opposite. You want a higher seed so you can play at least the Cowboys. You want the Cowboys to fall off so you can play that winner of the NFC South. But you don't because it's gonna be the Saints. We're gonna smack that ass. But I'm on Christmas break, so I'm chilling. But happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, whatever thing you end up celebrating. Before we begin, gotta do the usual spiel. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell your friend to tell a friend. I can't do it today. My voice is a little. I'm playing. Let's get right. Hold on. Also, if you notice, I reoriented my room, so now my Saints flag. Now y'all know. Now y'all know we here. We here.
Okay.
Thursday night football. Jets home against Jacksonville, fighting for their playoff lives. Both no, Jets are 7-7, Jags 6-8. Jags have a chance to win the AFC South. Jets can't win the AFC East rather, but they have a shot if things work their way to be in the playoffs for the first time. I want to say since like 2011.
Nah, like 2015, no?
Since like 2015, last time Jesus Christ, Jets made playoffs. Thank you. I love how Google 2010.
2020. Wow, damn. 12 years.
So they need some things to happen. They kind of on a little bit of a downhill spiral. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Mike White is officially out. He's not playing. Because of that, I'm going with Jacksonville. It's saying shallow, I know. But I think if Mike White was playing, then the receivers like Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, and Corey Davis would be more utilized. But Jacksonville got that dog in them, man. That's really all I got. Jacksonville has a better quarterback, better receivers, a quarterback that can get the receivers the ball, better running system, and a better coach as of now. Doug Peterson is a Super Bowl winning coach. Robert Saleh still trying to figure out his way. And the fact that he wasted the 3 timeouts he had and didn't utilize them properly, that kind of is a dink in his armor a little bit. So with that said, I'm going with Jacksonville.
I agree. I'm going with Jacksonville as well. More of a fading Zach Wilson vibe more than anything else. The Jets defense is going to keep it close. I believe that for a fact. But we just know that Zach Wilson is going to make a play to fuck it up. all the momentum that they had, he's gonna mess it up, and that's no bueno. So I'm going with the Jags in this matchup. All right, Baltimore, we're home. We're off a loss. We haven't lost back to back not one time this season. Not once. We lost to the Dolphins. We bounced back. We lost to the Giants. We bounced back. We lost to the who fuck we lost? We lost to the Jags. We bounced back. And we lost to I forgot who else. Who else beat us? Oh, the Bills. We lost to the Bills and we bounced back as well. Yo, if we do not bounce back against the Falcons after we lost to the Browns, I'm not gonna say the bum ass Browns because they're divisional opponents, whatever. If we don't bounce back against the Falcons, who are spiraling. They're injured. They're not healthy. They're starting a rookie quarterback in their second game ever. Our defense has improved dramatically. Our offense gotta keep it up. If we're running the ball well, let's just keep on doing it. The Falcons cannot stop the run. I would want us to run the ball. If they're not stopping it, let's keep on doing it with Gus and JK. Let's go for 300 yards on the ground and get Mark Andrews the ball, third down, second down. We got Sammy Watkins back. He knows the system. He's been here before. I'm not really. I'm not mad about the signing, but it's like a soul full of soul because we got Sammy Watkins, but Devin Duvernay's out. I'd rather keep Devin Duvernay because he does kick returns, punt returns. He's dangerous in that regard. But if we lose this game, I think we still in the playoffs. But like, yo, I'd rather have because we still have a chance to win our division because it's gonna come down to the last game of the season. If both teams, if us and the Bengals keep in the trajectory that we're going and we keep winning and they keep winning, we're gonna play each other for that division, and we need that win. So let's go Ravens. We already know what you gotta do. You're my number one candidate, so knock in the last week out. Already saying that because defensively we are solid, especially literally ever since Will Quans came back, we are top. We're probably top five, more like the 4-5 scale, but they're still top five. Offense, we gotta finish drives. We gotta finish drives. I know we got the GOAT. He missed 2 kicks, so he's probably gonna want to redeem himself a lot. But hey, it happens. We move forward. Even if he had made the 2 kicks, it would have been 9-13. So we need to put offensive touchdowns on the board. So let's go Ravens. We do what it do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. That's really all I got. I got no other thing.
And you say bum ass Falcons, right?
It's fuck Atlanta on this side. So yeah, I need y'all to win. So handle business. Lions at Panthers. 2 reasons. One, I need the Lions to win because the Panthers are still they have a game over us in the NFC South. And two, Lions to the playoffs. Bop, 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 bop. Lions to the playoffs. I think the Panthers defense will definitely keep this game closer. Like the Lions face back to back sneaky good defenses. Well, everyone talks how great the Jets is, but not really talking about how great the Panthers is. Panthers defense is legit. We know this already. But man, the weapons for the Lions, whew, oof. And until otherwise, I don't trust Sam Darnold. Yeah, he had a winning streak, but Sam Darnold, they the Lions have a sneaky good pass rush with Aiden Hutchinson. Like sneaky good. Like they had 4 sacks against the Jets last week. And hey, you pressure Sam Darnold, he starts to shake a little bit. He starts to get rattled. And good things happen for the defense when he gets rattled. You start seeing ghosts. With that said, going with the Lions, and I don't think. I mean, he's gonna keep it close because any given Sunday, but or this case Saturday because it's Christmas Eve. Also, yeah, all these games except for the Jaguars game is on Christmas Eve until we get to the Packers Dolphins. But otherwise, yeah, we're here. We're
Or I'm going with the Lions as well. I think they're like, is there? Okay, it is. Okay, good. I'm going with Lions as well. Lions in the playoffs. We on that wave, so we gotta just be consistent with that. Plus, pardon me. Panthers offensively, they're not good. Like once you stop the run, then they kind of like just plateau. And that's kind of what the Steelers did last week. Like I know Chuba Hubbard scored, but honestly, they didn't really do much in the run game against the Steelers. And I know Steelers defense is better than the Lions defense, but I think the Lions offensively can like overwhelm the bend but not break approach that's it that Steve Wilkes got on that defense. So let's go Lions. Lions to the playoffs. Hey, right. Bills and Bears. You're not gonna see Corbett this week, so you don't have to put the Bears. I'm going with the Bills. I just think the Bills. It's probably won't be a roll because in Chicago, and people are like, oh, Buffalo is cold, but Chicago in December, it's Christmas Eve, brick.
Oh, shit. Cold as hell, bro. Like the wind, bro, is supposed to be like 20, 30 mile per hour winds, bro.
And
cold,
the one thing,
windy, bro.
They call it the Windy City for a reason. The one area in which there could be a potential upset is the run game for Chicago because the Bills cannot stop the run. Especially since Bob Miller's been out, they cannot stop the run. So I know Raheem Mostert's fast as hell. That's why it was hard to tackle him. But Justin Fields is just as fast. David Montgomery is just as strong. So those two, and then Khalil Herbert is coming off IR. He might play. They might let him rest a little bit, but they might give even him. That's a triple-headed monster in the run game. So they're gonna probably lean on that especially. So that's the one area where I could see a potential upset. And then Josh Allen, he had a good game, but we might be waiting for a dud. We might not. So area for an upset, but I'm going with the Bills to win though.
My mind's telling me no, but my money's telling me Bears. Because the Bills can't stop the run, bro. They can't stop the run. Like, yeah, the Bears defense is like Swiss cheese, but like the Bills don't leave a lot to be desired on defense either. Yeah, they have Trey White. Yeah, they have Micah. No, Micah Hart's still out. So they have Jordan Porter. But other than him, like, they're Matt Milano as a decent linebacker. But who on the Bills is going to cover Justin Fields? Nobody. I mean, hey. Now, again, we're going to talk about what playoff implications means after. So far, we've agreed. But if the Bills win, they stayed in 1 seed. But if the Bears win, the Chiefs have a chance to knock them down. Chiefs have a chance to usurp them and take over the 1 seed. So Chiefs fans are big Bears fans this weekend. For the simple fact that they want the 1 seed. They want the playoffs to come through Arrowhead. You know what's crazy? I don't think Patrick Mahomes ever been a 1 seed. He's only been a 2 seed. But yeah, like last year, it was Tennessee who was a 1 seed, but they lost. So like they hosted the AFC Championship game like 4 years in a row. But like they've never been the 1 seed. But they don't need it. But it is what it is. Saints, Browns. Listen, man. I heard you and got you a dime piece, man. Nah. It's supposed to be single digits, bro. Single digits in Cleveland. Bum ass Ohio. I mean, yeah. Now this is definitely heart over head. Because if I was a betting man, which I am, I would pick the Browns. Because everything is lining up perfectly. You got one of the best offensive lines in the league. You have one of the best running games in the league. And you have nice. And you have I would say a better quarterback. Better quarterback, better coach, better defense as a defensive line. You have a whole lot of things going for you, Cleveland. But you don't got that dog in you. Nick Chubb does. but as a team, y'all don't. Y'all keep things closer than you have to be. Deshaun Watson has been rusty as hell. Now this might be the game. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all why I was an All-Pro candidate and why I'm one of the best quarterbacks under 25. No, I think he's like 25 now. But like, why am I the best young quarterbacks in the league? He might have that vintage performance, but again, single digits. He's not used to playing in the cold either. Like, I just think it's gonna be one of the faster games because we want to run the ball, and they want to run the ball. Thank you to J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards for showing the way because literally, yeah, I think they both averaged like 7.1 yards to carry. So yeah, like with that said, I think we lit. I think the Saints actually can run the game, play good defense, and don't turn the ball over. Just don't turn the ball over. Simple as that, and you win.
Yeah.
Nah, I think you'd be surprised. Andy Dalton's played in. He was in Cincinnati for like a good like 10 years, so he's known. He's had some big moments in Ohio. Like I know he played for the Bengals. Wow, but like I know that was so long ago, but we're gonna not forget that he did that. He definitely did. He definitely won some divisions in
Oh wait, Ohio.
Ohio. So I mean, I'm going with the Saints though, because I think he like a lot of like these fantasy football people on TikTok and all that. They're saying, "Oh, we're gonna fade all the Saints players except for Kamara because they can't run the ball or they can't throw the ball." But I'm like, bro, I think Andy Dalton can definitely sling that pill. A lot of you play for Ohio State. He knows it's cold over there. Like, I know they're a down south team, but it's not like they don't have players who played or who are like close to the area that's upstate or New York, not New York, but like New York, Jersey, Baltimore, like the upper colder regions. Like, it's okay. Now I say that for Atlanta because like it's over. But like they definitely have players who have used to the Ohio experience, and they'll be all right. I think so. And plus, the defense of the Saints can get to the quarterback. And Deshaun Watson, I hope he goes off, but I hope y'all win at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, yes. Because
no.
I have my fantasy. Yes,
Uh,
yes. Playoffs,
Also,
baby.
Saints are my number one pick because obviously for obvious reasons. But we haven't had a back to back win since like last year. Like we have yet to win back to back back to back games since last year. That's not a good sign of a good coach and a good consistency. Like obviously the roster was bad last year, but like this is a great roster, but terrible coaching. So yeah, we haven't won back to back games. Let's break that. Let's go on a run, bro. Let's go 4-0. Let's get in the playoffs. Let's make it happen, man. Speaking
Okay.
of making things happen, this might be bold, Ronald, but upset alert. Upset alert, bro. I got Seattle.
Why?
I think they got punched in the mouth so like I think that they bounce back in a big way. Because most teams, okay, you will lose to the Niners. That's perfectly fine. The Niners have won like 6 of this last 7, I think. They've been like rolling teams. The Chiefs defense is going Smith to cook. That's damn near the only reason why I got him. Geno Smith, that offense for Seattle, with who's guarding DK? Yeah, you talk shit about him yesterday. He can only run straight, but he's big as shit. You got rookies gonna try to guard him. That's not a good sign. The Chiefs defense I don't know why the line is 10 points. We're gonna get to the spreads later on. Why the line's 10? Like the line's 10 points, which is crazy to me. Seattle's fighting for their playoff lives. 1, 2, and more importantly, that defense. I said it again. Kansas City don't have that defense. They don't got a good defense, especially in pass coverage. And another thing, the last thing, Seattle's off like 10 days rest. So Kenneth Walker can get healthy. And Geno can get a little bit better and healthy, whatever. And everyone who's been hurt can get a little bit rest as they try to make a playoff push. So with that, I'm going with Seattle. As much as I want to see Lions in the playoffs.
No. This is the mojo that the Lions need. The Lions are going to the playoffs, and they need Seattle to lose, so they will lose.
Simple as
As
that.
much as they've improved, we have saw we have seen over the last 6 weeks as they went 1-5 since the bye. They are not good. Gino is not good. He's been exposed. The fire has been cast. It has expired. The candle that I'm lighting right now represents Geno Smith, and eventually it will die. Not literally, but the magic. I don't see it. Now, there's a chance. Prove me wrong. Don't let me get hot in my vindications. You a black man, so I'm rooting for you naturally, but I think Patrick Mahomes is the baddest man on the planet right now, and he is just
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
He is just that guy. He is him. Every single week, he just continues to just improve on things that everyone in the media was like, "Oh, he can't read. He can't read zones. He can't beat zones. You rush him before and you play back. He's beating everything. You're gonna give him the easy stuff. He's not taking the easy stuff. That's a dangerous man. And Pacheco, he got to lock in. I'm not gonna put him on the list, but he's fumbled. He's looking like he's losing his snaps to Jerick McKinnon, especially in the passing game. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that's tough. That's tough. But hey, I'm going with the Chiefs. They're not really paying for much, but if Buffalo does lose to the Chicago, so if you do call that upset correctly, hey, Chiefs could be looking in the isn't that one seed and hopefully have a Arrowhead Invitational. So yeah. All right, Giants and Vikings.
A team that
Oh,
you're forgetting in that AFC, man.
who?
We're gonna get to them in a second.
Are
We're
we
gonna
talking about the bum ass Bengals? Man, get about this, man. Get about this, man. Am I missing them?
no, this is the next game.
Oh, see, I'm overlooking them. You know what I'm saying, who is those people? All right,
Boo.
Giants and
That's
Vikings.
Vikings, though.
I'm going with the Vikings because you know I'm a Vikings fan, so I'm going with the Vikings. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. The Vikings defense is poop. they can try to stop the run because Daniel Jones is not good. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He's
not.
not good. It was at MetLife. Even so, I don't know. Even South Power picked the Vikings. Now they're still in contention for the 1 seed, but they need a lot of help for it. But 49ers is on their ass for that 2 seed. So they definitely want to keep the 2 seed. But hey, if the Lions get the 7 seed, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they want the I want if they want the runs again with the Lions at home again. I don't know if they want that smoke. So I think maybe you can play the Giants again. You know what I'm saying? Get a little rematch. You know, because the Giants, I think if everyone they can close the playoffs if I think mad teams lose. Like if the Commanders lose, if freaking Seattle, if mad teams lose, the Giants in the playoffs. That's awesome. But let's go Vikings. Because Justin Jefferson's going for that record, Eric. He's not gonna break it this week. But he got 3 shit. He got 3 more games to break it. That boy gonna break it, Eric.
Ah, we're calling a lot of upsets lately. There has to be something to be said that the Vikings are only 3-point favorites or 3.5-point favorites at home against a bum
Three and
ass.
a half, three and a half last one against the Colts.
You're 4-point favorites against the Colts.
Tomato.
I'm going with the Vikings, man. I'm going with the Vikings. My heart's not in it. If I was going with the upset, my heart gotta be in it. But my heart's not in it. As much as I would love the Giants to win, and I love the Giants to clinch a playoff berth for the first time since let me see the last time they were in the playoffs. The Giants were made the playoffs. 2016. When they lost. Oh, this is the banana boat crew when they went to fucking Miami instead of practicing to go in a Lambo. I got the Vikings winning, but I'm not confident in it. Where I think they went off like a last second field goal type shit.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
all
That's
right,
cute.
your boys. Your boys. These are your boys, right?
Who? Man, bro, I don't give fuck the bullshit. Upset alert. Only because for the rest of this season is fade Bengals, bro. It's fading Bengals because of personal bias. I do not care. I will if this every single week I'm wanting them, I need them to lose. So feel me, I could if they lose, I take the if they win, I take the L in that one matchup. But we know this is grandstanding. They need to lose. For me, that's it. So if not now,
You play the Bills next week.
if not now, I need
Play
to
the
lose
Bills next
twice.
week. They can
I
lose to
need
the
to
Bills.
lose twice. If not now,
I mean, you
then
play them.
when?
Oh, listen, you guys played them the last week of the season.
It's a fact. So we're
That's
9
one.
and 5. They're
That's
10 and
one.
4,
That's
right?
one. That's one. That's one.
Listen. So let's say we'll both be 10 and 5 because we're gonna beat them again, right? That's 10 and 5. We played Atlanta. That's 11 and 5. You know what I'm saying? They play Buffalo. That's an L. That's 6. The reassurance though, we play the Steelers next week. We could lose that because the vision. We could lose that. That's 11 and 6. I need them to go. I need to go 10 and 7. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're lose out. So let's go Patriots. And plus, it's at home. They need to win. So they're gonna be a desperate team. But the defense has been solid. Not gonna lie, the defense has actually been solid. Now, can Mac Jones beat them? That's what probably is gonna be the question mark. I don't think so, but I think they can lean into the run game and do what the Bucks could not, which was freaking you up 17 and zip. You gotta finish. You gotta finish that. I think Bill Belichick he can coach his way definitely better than Zach Taylor. So I think I'm going with the Patriots. But realistically, I think the Bengals probably do win this game, but be some chaos. And we love chaos on Shabazz TVs.
Chaos. We want chaos. Oh man. All right, Shabazz. Bengals winning, bro. After that loss to Vegas, bro, there's no way I can say with my chest that the Patriots are gonna win again.
That's the season. I also think Miami to lose too. So for me, wait.
You predicted Miami to lose?
Oh yeah, I told you yesterday. Bro, I said this yesterday.
So the Patriots play the following teams. They play the Bengals this week.
It's late.
The Dolphins next week.
That's late.
Then they play the Buffalo Bills the week after.
Oh no, that's all. But the Bills might even have nothing to play for, so they might even get to start it. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
But all right, before we move on. So Baltimore could clinch playoff spot with 10 scenarios. I will read them off one by one, and they go 2 by 2. And the Bengals all you need is a win, and they're in the playoffs. So shout out to them. Number 1, we win, Miami loses, and New England loses. I need New England to win, so we're not looking for that outcome. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking for that outcome. I need Baltimore to win, Miami to lose, and the Jets to lose, which are gonna lose tomorrow. So that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say the third one because it involves New England losing. I don't need them to lose right now. So. And all right, Baltimore tie, which I would hate a tie. New England tie, a Jets loss, and a Miami loss. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing, what you really need this weekend
is Miami and the Jets
to lose and the Jets to lose, and you
need to win, and that's it.
That's it. That's the simplest thing.
It's the simplest thing. They ain't wrong, right?
Whatever, though.
Like, all the Bengals need is either a Jets loss, literally, which could happen tomorrow, and they're in the playoffs, or a Bengals win. So it's looking like a 99% chance that they're gonna be in the playoffs. If not this week, then next week. So play. Yeah.
Texans at Titans, man. I said it yesterday. I was like, yo, Titans blowing the doors off.
Ryan Tannehill out the playoffs, out the rest of the
They
year.
didn't have him before, and Derrick Henry ran for like 200 yards. Against the
Right.
Texans, you don't need Ryan Tannehill. You need Derrick Henry. You got him.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, bro.
Oh, Henry.
You're not doing it.
Come on
There we
now.
go.
BFFR. Be fucking for real, Natural. Come on. They got the king. They still have a good defense. Now Malik Willis is the starter though. He ain't do good last time. Every time he sets the floor, he is not that good.
Okay, well, they beat the Texans, which is not really a crazy feat. They took the Chiefs to overtime in Kansas City.
That's because the defense and Derrick Henry. That's what happened. So
Hey!
if they lead into that, then we Gucci.
Yeah,
We Gucci.
fair
If
enough.
they lose this game and the Jacksonville Jaguars win tomorrow, that's gonna be scary hours in Tennessee.
Word.
So
Hypothetically, if we'll
do the playoff forecast later.
some juicy stuff happens. Let's go. Just gonna throw that out there. Word. But anyway, we both get the Titans winning. I don't think it should be a problem, even without Brian Tannehill. Is that much of a downgrade though?
Not really much.
Oh, my bad. You picked it. My bad. Commanders at Niners. Come on now. We need the Lions to make the playoffs. We need the Lions to make the playoffs, huh? Like, come on, bro.
We need the Lions to make the playoffs, so we need the Commanders to lose. I just hope Terry McLaurin has a good game. That's all I need. I just need him to have a good game, and that's it.
Defense?
Huh?
All 10 days rest?
I know. It's not looking likely. But my brother in faith, I'm looking at you, Terry. My brother in faith, I need you, please. I'm in the semifinals. Please, my brother. Please. I need you, bruh.
Crazy.
Hold it down.
Hate to hear it.
Love to hear it, actually.
Hate to hear it. Love to hear that you're in semifinals, word, but hate to hear that you need Terry McLaurin. Word. What's that? Now, again, let's be fair. Let's be fair on Shabazz TV. Let's not just be biased. The Commanders can win. They can. They just gotta play keep away. And
Chase Young needs to play. I don't know what's the issue.
Yeah, Chase Young definitely. I don't know what's going on.
If not now, then when, bro? Honestly, they needed him last week. They had a chance.
Lives, you definitely gotta get in there.
Facts. Like defensively, they can entirely compete if they don't let George Kittle go off. If they let Ayuk go off, sure. But once Kittle goes off, it's in a whole different dimension. CMC is gonna get his regardless. That's a given. But they might be even thinking about we might be overworking him too, so it might be a split backfield a little bit. But if they get some turnover, because Brock Purdy hasn't had a bad game yet. So if they get some turnovers, just do some disguised coverages, there's a chance. It's a slim chance, but there's still a chance for the 49ers to lose a game. And so yeah.
Word.
The Lions in the playoffs, so we need the 49ers to win. So let's go.
All right. Game of the week.
Yeah, I say game of the week.
Game of the week. Eagles at Cowboys. Jalen Hurts likely won't play. Oh man. Cowboys in the playoffs already, but they want that. They need the Eagles to fall off a cliff in order for them to win that division. Eagles win, they win the division. Simple as that. I'm going with the Eagles.
Yes, sir.
I'm going with the Eagles.
You probably have different reasons for why we got the Eagles.
Probably do. I'm going to speak on the Eagles side, not necessarily on the Cowboys side. I don't know if you're speaking on the Cowboys side or whatever. I'm gonna go on the Eagles side. I think the Eagles defense can carry. I think the Eagles defense not necessarily can carry them for 5 games in the playoffs and stuff like that, because they're not the Niners defense, but I think they are like the second or third ranked according to PFF. Like they're pretty good. Also, Gardner Minshew isn't like definitely a downgrade from Jalen Hurts for sure, but he's not like the worst quarterback ever. Like he can still make plays. Like Minshew mania was real a few years ago in Jacksonville. And lastly, Gardner Minshew, you're an NFL quarterback who's won games in this league. You can get the ball to AJ Brown. You can get the ball to like Miles Sanders and
Devontae,
Dallas Goddard coming back from IR. You know, you're
Devontae.
gonna have Devontae. You're gonna have a lot of people like you can get the ball to Quez Watkins and all, et cetera, et cetera. Like your weapons are still there. Your offensive line is still there. It's just a quarterback. Don't screw up. Don't lose a game. That's as simple as possible. Just get the ball to your playmakers and let them have it. Kind of treat yourself like Brock Purdy. Get the ball to your playmakers and let them shine.
All right. So, real quick before I even talk about this game, I remember I had to apologize to the NFC because in the beginning of the season, I was like, "Yo, this is a trash ass conference compared to the AFC." Like, but with the drama and the chaos that we're about to ensue in these last 3 weeks for two playoff spots, technically 3 playoff spots because it's NFC South Division and then the 2 wild card spots. All that drama is about to be insane. So I do want to apologize to the NFC. Now, my analysis on the game. I think the Eagles win because Dak Prescott's going to mess it up. He is not, in the 9 games he's played since he's been back from the injury, he has 11 turnovers. That's Daniel Jones like. That's you and Daniel Jones should not be in the same sentence, especially when it comes to turnovers. We don't like that. There's definitely room for them to win this game, especially if Jalen Hurts does not play because we don't know about Gardner Minshew. But they were confident in bringing him into the system for a reason. Because, as you mentioned, he can win you games. He's won games in this league. He has like a 41 touchdown to 12 interception ratio. He has good numbers. He just hasn't had a good situation where he could be the starter. Maybe this is honestly like a reminder for him. But hey, I think the Eagles defense, as you mentioned, carries. I think Dak, it's probably going to be a high-scoring game because the defense of the Cowboys, as we always mention, cannot stop the run. And what's one thing that they want to do? Run the ball. So, especially with Jalen Hurts out, they're probably going to want to lean on Miles Sanders a little bit more. So, especially when I don't have, I'm not in the playoffs anymore, right? I mean, like, God damn it. Anyway, run the ball with Miles Sanders, get the ball to AJ Brown and Devontae. I think they'll be okay. I think they could win this game. I think they will win this game. And it's for Cowboys on this side. So, wait.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right.
Raiders and Steelers.
So, wait, before we continue,
RIP.
rest in peace, Franco Harris.
RIP Franco Harris. He's the guy that actually did the Immaculate Reception, which is crazy.
Nice. Because of that, I think the Steelers play and they win.
And they're home, too.
At home. They're going to have an emotional ceremony. It's Saturday night, Christmas Eve night. It's going to be an amazing sight, like scenery and all that good stuff.
It might snow. It'll be cold.
Word. Raiders escaped, but they escaped last week with the win. Their offense hasn't really clicked ever, really. Like it hasn't been firing on all cylinders. Josh Jacobs is going to probably get his. Devontae going to get his, but I don't know. This got upset written all over it. It's got upset written all. Oh no, the Steelers are favored. So yeah, not even upset. Like I think the Steelers win and like they take care of business.
I completely agree with you. The emotional factor, probably a lot of legends from like that 70s team is gonna be there. To celebrate their brother, emotion and their defense is actually playing pretty solid now. So Derek Carr's been making mistakes the whole season. I think this is his last year in Vegas. So he's trying to go have the best showing. You can go try to have a best showing for like other teams, but his mark is going to be big regardless. I think so. So let's go Steelers. As much as I hate to say it, but let's go Steelers because they're still trying to save Mike Tomlin's streak. Now, unfortunately, it's going to end next week. Even if they lose this week, but they win next week, they'll be 7-8. Unfortunately, that streak is gonna end next week when they play Baltimore at Baltimore. It'll be 7-9. Pre throwing that out there, but let's go Steelers just for the emotional factor. Legend in the game is past, so let's go. Packers, the Dolphins.
On Christmas Day. Christmas Day
Christmas Day,
and alone.
1 o'clock. Fuck at you, Dolphins. Let's go Packers. I think they run the ball with AJ Dillon and Jones because the Dolphins can't stop the run. Seems like a lot of teams can't stop the run. Not the Ravens though, but can't stop the run. I think Christian Watson and Romeo Dodds each get more involved. Christian Watson literally could have had a touchdown, but he ran the wrong route. It happens. Now, if Aaron Rodgers is going to be petty towards him for it, I hope not, because I have him in my player strategy. I need him to lock in as well. But, you feel me? I think Tua has been solid last week, but the last 2 weeks prior to that, he was not. Now, the Packers defense is not world beaters like the 49ers, but they are pretty solid, especially with Jair Alexander. They got players, so I think they probably implement that same system in jamming, doing a lot of jamming, and they don't let Jalen Waddle eat, and that's the key. And Jalen Waddle, like I saw last week, it was close because Jalen Waddle had a great game in a long time. If they could stop Jalen Waddle, I think the Packers can win this game. So, yeah, like and first I need them to lose because fuck the Dolphins. I ain't gonna lie, but I honestly like wholeheartedly think there's there's a strong possibility that the Packers can like upset them. Because the Packers are actually fighting for their last suit. They're a desperate team as well. So because if they lose, they're out. So yeah.
And they won't be mathematically out until something's happened, but no, they're basically out with a loss. So it'll be like 0.2% chance to get in, and they need like every other team to lose, and it's just gross. I'm going with the Dolphins. That's it. I got no. Oh my God, Dolphins offense is elite because they're not. I mean, they're great. They have great players, but they're not. I just think the Dolphins are a better team than the Packers. I think that is the case. They impressed me a lot in Buffalo. They impressed me that they came out, especially Tua. I think he can take advantage of a solid Packers defense. Not sorry, a solid Packers defense. But hopefully, 'cause I mean, hey, I don't need Jalen Waddle to cut because I'm facing him in fantasy, so he can not cut and they can win by a field goal. I'll be fine with that.
Okay.
Broncos at Rams. The fade miss.
The Fade Shabazz Bowl. Oh my God. I was dreading this the whole time. So I'm like, they really play each other.
Yeah.
Is Russ playing? Do you know?
Nope, probably not. We shouldn't.
Okay, so
I'm going with the Broncos.
all right. So it's Fade. It's smoking the hacky packet, right?
Correct.
That is our thing, but that's more your thing than my thing. My thing has always been Fade Baker, fuck Baker, and that's how it's supposed to be on Shabazz TV. I'm not gonna do the jingle, but that's how it's supposed to be. So let's go Broncos. I hope they abuse this man, because the offensive line is still trash, bro. Let's go Broncos. Take care of business. I know your season's done, but you still got your pride. You got your saying pride, right? So let's go. Justin Simmons, Pat Surtain, you feel me? Bro, lock in, yo. For me, because I don't need Baker winning standalone games on Christmas Day, ruining my goddamn lasagna and shit. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Broncos country.
No. If Russ was playing, that'd be even worse. I'm glad he's not.
We don't know. He was in concussion protocol last week. He might be back, but that Rams defense, that Rams offense, a whole lot of. Now, Bucks, Cards.
Mm.
My mind's stumping. Now, again, this is a similar situation to you when you pick the Patriots, because you don't believe the Patriots are gonna win. You just want them to. Similar situation here. I'm rooting hella hard for the Cardinals. Ruin them, ruin for them, upset, make it happen for your boy. But do I think it's actually gonna happen? Probably not. But Tom Brady has looked bad. He's looked terrible. And what? This is Christmas Day. He doesn't. He gets to see the kids and Giselle for the first time. Like, hey, like, how you been? How the kids? What's good? Like, I think the Cardinals, like, there's an avenue, but I'm gonna bet Trace McSorley against that defense for the Bucks. No, but D Hop can go off. That's like the one avenue I have. The receiving core for the Cardinals is pretty solid. You just gotta have a quarterback that can get them the ball.
Mm. If Kyler was playing, I'd probably lean the Cardinals, but since he's not, unfortunately not, I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks.
That's okay.
But am I praying for the Cardinals to win? I'll gladly be wrong on that pick. Because I like chaos and I want to see my all our teams in the playoffs, me, you, and Matt. But do I think the Giants make the playoffs? So, you feel me? Wait. Last game, Chargers and the Colts. Nick Foles is starting. Matt Ryan got benched again. He has to pack it up. He has to retire. Like, please don't. I hope he doesn't go out. Like, I hope he didn't have to go out like that. But, like, damn. Blew it. Chargers, they need to win too. I think they. Oh wait, I had a picture too. Hold on, sorry. They can clinch the playoff spot with a win. There's only 3 scenarios. Then they win, Vegas loses, New England loses, and the Jets lose. So basically, they gotta win. They win, they control the destiny, but they just need a lot of help. Or the main thing, because Jets not gonna tie. If they win, Vegas loses, New England tie, which is not likely. That would be fucking hilarious. Jets lost and a Miami lost. But the main thing is the first option, which Raiders losing, Patriots losing, and Jets losing, and all they need to do is win. So literally everything is gonna happen by Monday, and then when they play, they win, they're in the playoffs, which is awesome. So shout out to them. Yeah. Oh, and the Bills, real quick, Bills clinch the AFC East division title with a win. So all they need is a win, and they get the division. So they did.
So, Chargers win. Easy. That's all I got. Colts are fading fast. Colts lose. They are out of playoff contention. But that freaking tie, Jesus, they should have been out. But that freaking tie keeps them in because of the freaking AFC South. The AFC and NFC South just freaking suck. But before we do the lock in before tweak out, well, you do that first. You can do that first. Yeah, let's do that first. Lock in before I tweak out. We already put our teams up there for the obvious reasons. Let's not have a sour Christmas this year. Ravens win and have help. You guys are clinch. Saints win, needs to win. You lose, it's over. So yeah. Who's your second pick?
The Lions, because we are on the wave of the Lions making the playoffs, and they need to win these games. They gotta win these games to make the playoffs. So let's go Lions.
I'm gonna go Titans. I think the Titans are reeling right now. When I say need a win, like they need to win. Like we need oxygen to breathe. Like they've been sullen right now, and without again, yeah, you don't have Ryan Tannehill, but you don't really need him against the Texans. You lose to the Texans. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. But you lose to the Texans, and it's GG's. Like that's bad. It's bad for business. So handle your business, Tennessee.
And my last person, I would say Dak, but no, I'm gonna say the Steelers because now this is a straight up like encouragement because like you gotta win this game. 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, like this was hyped up since like they got promos, they got trailers and all that other stuff. The man passed away this week, so like I gotta win. If there was any time for a team to win a game, it will be this one. So they need to win. So they gotta lock in.
My last lock in is Cowboys defense. I think they if you can't take advantage of Gardner Minshew,
You put Dak in there too.
I mean it's your show.
Our show, that show. God damn it. I'm putting Dak in there. You can't be doing 2 interception games again.
If you can't handle Gardner Minshew, like again, we both picked them to win because we think that Dak is gonna have something crazy or a terrible game again. And if you don't, Nick Chubb didn't practice today. Interesting, because of a foot. Interesting indeed. Sorry, I had to look at the injury report real quick. Jesus, so many people didn't practice today first either. Okay, sorry. Anyway, we can't take care of business against Gardner Minshew. No disrespect to him, but you're the vaunted Cowboys defense. Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs. If you can't handle the business then when are you going to step up? You have a chance to take over the division. When are you going to step up to take it? But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the time that I love the most when you have to focus on playoffs. Playoffs? Yes, the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have all of my picks. So all the picks I just said, got the Jags, the Titans, the Bengals, Steelers, Chargers. On the AFC side, I've said the Bears would win, Seahawks, Ravens, of course, Saints, of course, Dolphins, Broncos, then Vikings, Lions, Niners, Eagles, and Cards. So on the AFC side, if everything kind of stays the same except for one key thing, the Bengals jump the Chiefs. So the Bengals become the 2 seed with the chance to take over the 1 seed next week when they play Buffalo. And with the Chiefs' loss, they all have a 3-way tie. And if the playoffs would end today, or then they will have a rematch against the Chargers.
There'll be another like a rubber match with the Dolphins and the Bengals Bills as well. That's fire.
The Bengals would if the
Dolphins and today Bills and Dolphins.
Bills will be the 1 seed. They would have a bye. It will be Bengals.
Oh, you're right. My fault game. We're still a rematch.
It will be Bengals Dolphins with the Jaguars, Patriots, a lot of teams in 7 and 8. And I think if these teams lose, they might be out. I'm not 100% confident, but I think that's the case. The Raiders or Browns both lose, then I think that's over. But let's replace and go on the NFC real quick. Eagles, they damn near clinched their 1 seed. The Vikings, they hold strong. The Niners, they hold strong. The Bucks, slowly but surely, tied with the Saints, 6-9. The only reason why we don't take over their spot is because we lost to them twice. If we had beaten them, if we didn't choke the 13-point lead in 2 minutes, then we would have tied. We would have the same record. Well, actually, we would have a better record than them. We would be 7 and 8. But yeah, we need the Bucks to lose. But then we got the Seahawks. Cause I think the Seahawks beat the Lions earlier in the year. That was the case, right? That did happen. Yeah. So that just strictly because of tiebreaker. We got the Lions losing out again on the playoff, and you got the Commanders slipping out, and the Seahawks slide in. But now, let's play around with this a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say,
can you do mine?
Huh? Yeah, I'm about to do this right now. Okay. So let's say you said Jags win, Titans win. Let's say the Patriots win. Boom. As you see on the left side, Ravens take over the AFC North at 10-5. And the only reason why you guys take over is because you guys beat the Bengals at week 12, I want to say, week 10-ish.
Earlier in the season, basically.
Early in the season, Sunday night football game. Then you have Steelers, Chargers, stay the same. You have Buffalo. They would still be the 1 seed. You said the Chiefs. Chiefs will be fighting for the 2 seed. Their only reason why the Chiefs are the 2 seeds is because back in like week 5, Buffalo played Kansas City and won. Packers, that would mean, hold on, Packers win. Everything says relatively safe. You said Bucks. You said Bucks, right? Yeah. Right. So the Saints will still be 6-9. with a chance. We just need the Bucks to lose 3 of the last 4. So they already lost against the Bengals. We need them to lose 2 more games.
Yeah, I need to win.
And we need to win everything. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of hope that needs to happen. But now what I had noticed beforehand I was like, oh, let's talk about it later. If the Titans lose
to the frisky,
the Jaguars take over. Yeah, the Jaguars take over the AFC South at a 7-8 record because the Titans lost to them. And the Titans season will damn near come to the last week of the season when they have to play in Jacksonville. They play in Jacksonville last week. Another crazy.
Keep the Seattle losing and then the Lions in the playoffs.
Oh, right. So yeah, if Seattle loses, good call. Seattle loses and the Lions beat the Panthers. Boom, we have a new 7th seed with the Lions being in there. And the Seahawks jump all the way down to 10th place. But the Packers, if this follows suit with Ronell's picks, hypothetically, the Packers have a slight chance when they have to play they play the Lions last week of the season to potentially get in as well. Man, it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. I love it, man. I love
it. What's the scenario in which the Cowboys win? Like, hold on, let's say close out everything. Stop everything.
Okay, I'm gonna just update.
Refresh, yeah.
Okay.
So let's say.
Oops, sorry, go back. All right, cool.
All right, so let's say that the Jets win.
Okay.
Let's say all upsets happen. So the Jets, Texans, the Patriots, the Raiders, Colts, yeah, like
all upsets happen.
Straight chaos. Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess that's chaos. That doesn't matter. I just picked them. I could pick a tie for anything I want. I'll pick a tie for anything that doesn't really involve playoffs.
Packers upset.
Yeah, because in Miami, Giants, Panthers, Commanders, Cowboys, Cardinals. So,
wow.
So I think you saw it on the side. So the Titans will still be the AFC South champ at 7-8 because the Jaguars lost. But look what happens. The Chargers get out the playoffs, and the Jets and Patriots sneak in. And your Ravens, unfortunately, you're still in the playoffs, but you guys would be 9-5, 9-6. And on the NFC side, we got the Panthers because they beat the Bucks. They have the tiebreaker in record, so they would slide into the NFC South Championship, where then we got a potential race for the 2 seed brewing and Vikings and Niners happening, and unfortunately, the Commanders slide back into the playoffs. And yeah, it sucks.
That's
but the Chargers, if the Chargers beat the Colts, they get in. They jump you guys actually because of conference record, which is crazy. Again, I love this stuff. I mess around with this stuff all day. But let's say hypothetically everything happens as we said, the commonalities, and let's say the things that's supposed to happen actually happen. Then the things that's supposed to happen that should happen. That should happen, I should say, because the Cowboys should beat the Eagles, but who knows?
I think that Ravens game. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, my bad. And that's 2. So if this loser happens, we get one more week closer to the playoffs. And the only thing that really surprises is that the Lions sneak in, and the Bengals have a shot. It's not a good shot, but they have a great shot to usurp the Bills because they play each other next week. It all comes down to these 7-8 mosh pit here. This AFC from the 6th down to down there to the 11th seed. Anything can happen if teams start losing. So if you're a Steelers fan, you're rooting for the Colts. You're rooting for the Patriots to lose. You're waiting for the Dolphins to lose. You're rooting for a lot of teams ahead of you to lose. And if you're a Chargers fan, you just want your team to win. Don't make things more complicated than they have to be. Next week next week we might not have a show, but hopefully we'll talk about it on Tuesday, the implications of what happens if things happen again. And man, I love this stuff for sure. But we'll be right back. Take a short break. Then we talk about the spreads, predictions, and trying to make some money for sure. For sure.
Another production.
Guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is where the money resides. Last week, your boy was 10-5-1. Shabazz was 11-4. So not bad. Not bad last week. I was at one stretch in time. I had all the Saturday games wrong, except for the Bills. So I had like the Thursday night game and the first two Saturday games wrong. But from Bills to the 4 o'clock window, I was perfect. Perfection. So yeah, I was hyped. Cardinals. Oh, you was also 10-5-1 because the Cardinals didn't win. The Cardinals didn't cover. Trying to cheat.
Oh, my phone game.
Trying to cheat the records out here. But anyway,
how do you do that? The tie.
What do you mean? How do you do the tie?
Because every time I do, like, I try to do it, it makes like a whole date, and I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Oh, well, it's easy, but I'll show you later. Anyway, this is the easier segment. We went through all the games already, so now it's just time to pick the spreads, figure out, hey, who's winning, by how much, are they going to cover, et cetera, et cetera. This is the 16th show, so those who are loyal viewers know how this works. We're going to go through each game and pick the spreads or money line, and then we're going to give you locks of the week, and then that'll be it. So, starting with Thursday, we got Jags going to New York. Jets favored by 1.5 for some reason.
Probably because it's cold. It's going to be like 20 degrees. Well, I mean, doing like 40 something. Saturday, it's going to be 20. Like, Christmas is going to be in the 20s this year. It's just crazy. But I'm going Jags, bro. We already know this. We know this, man. It's fade Zach Wilson. Lag Zilson in the spot.
Right. All right, Renault, your Ravens favored 7.5 at home against Atlanta.
That is way too high. I don't know how the spread is 7.5. It should be like 4. So if it was 4, I'd go with my Ravens. But it's 7.5. That's a tall order. Psych, I lied. Ravens money line. Because I'm confident we're going to win the game, but by 8 points?
Yeah, because it's like you guys can't score. Atlanta, they can run the ball, but they can't score. So it's going to be – I might take the under. I might find out what the under is and hammer that as one of the locks. But yeah, then you got Lions favored on the road in Carolina by 2.5. Fun fact, a few years back, I think 2020, the COVID year, I went to a Panthers game against the Lions, and the Panthers shut them out. So I'm still going with the Lions this time. The Lions are a better team.
Lions, bro.
The Lions are a better team this time. But I'll just say, this is a fun fact. I've been to a Panthers game in which they shut out the Lions. So, word. Shout out to Mike Bonner. Word. My former boss. Word. Good times. Got anything to add?
No.
All right. Bills at Chicago. Windy City. Supposed to be cold. Brick is shit. 8.5 point favorite by Buffalo. That's way too high. I got the Bears to win for sure, but I definitely think they cover. I definitely think they cover 8.5.
I'll say Bills money line. I feel like actually, I'd ride that with you. We in a foxhole together with that one. 8.5. I'm with that.
Foxhole. That's such a weird ass thing. Anyway, Saints at Cleveland, bum ass Ohio. Saints, come on now. Saints gonna win. The money is at 2.5 for sure. 2.5 for sure. And the under because that shit gonna be cold and no one's gonna be scoring.
You'd be surprised. There be those kind of games where it'd be like 20 something to 20 something. Like you'd be surprised. But Seahawks, Chiefs. Chiefs are favorite at home by 10 points. Bro, that's way too high. But I do think they win the game though. I do think they win the game. I'm just not with the whole Chiefs with the 10 point. That's excessive.
Eh. I think the Seahawks cover. I think Seahawks win. So Seahawks cover for sure. Giants at Vikings. I picked the Vikings to win. I'm not confident in the spread, even if it's 3.5. I'm not confident. I picked the Vikings money line because I'm a pussy.
I'm pussy dude. Shit. Like those like certain hooks be like weird. Now if it was a 3, sure. It was like 2.5, definitely, but 3.5 leaves a lot to be desired because they can win by 3 points and you lose that bet. So, like, I'd rather push than anything else. So, I say the money line.
All right, Bengals at Patriots. I got the Bengals.
Why is it 3?
Why is it 3? No idea. Bengals only favored by 3 points on the road. So I think if it was in Cincinnati, it would probably be like a 7, 8, maybe a 10-point spread. I think the Bengals are a much better team. They have a much better offense. The defense keeps getting players hurt, which is not a good sign. But Mac Jones has been chewing out Matt Patricia, saying that their offense is too predictable. So even it's gonna be a long day for Patriots fans.
Nah, upset alert. I need that.
All right, Titans. Oh man,
I think it was like 7 when the week started. And
it was.
when I did the bet, it was 7. When I did my teaser, that's share. Not shit, but I was like, I'm flipping this 50 to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like 7. So I teased like the Texans by like 14 to 21, I think. Either that or I text the Titans to lose by 7. Something like that. But that's crazy.
That is crazy.
3 points just because the quarterback is out. But the quarterback, I said MLK.
MLK. Wow.
MLK for the King Henry. Come on. Oof, off the dome. Stop playing with him.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
49ers 7.
The Silicon Valley to face a team that's 7 points better than them. I'm buns because this would be the type of game the Commanders for some reason is gonna be like 21-20 in the fourth quarter for some reason, and the Niners defense getting exposed. And no, they're not. They're not. The Taylor Heineke is a gamer. He's unpredictable. Speaking of being unpredictable, I'm pretty sure this line is gonna keep pushing the Cowboys. We got the Eagles to win, so why wouldn't I have them to cover?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. We're probably getting it at a decent number. As you mentioned, especially if Jalen Hurts is out before game time. Now, this is the problem. We're doing this on Wednesday. The game is on Saturday afternoon. Like, what the hell? So we're doing it now. I'm like, damn. It'll definitely be tasty. It'll probably be like a 7-point spread, 8-point spread. When Jalen Hurts is ruled out. So we're probably getting at good value or bad value because hey, even we know that we both have faith that the Eagles can win. So why not wait till it's a higher number? But this is the problem with doing it a show on a Wednesday. But it's whatever.
Word. We got
Raiders, Steelers gotta win. They gotta win. 2.5 though. I do 2.5. 2.5 is calm. That's a sweet number for me. I'll do a 2.5 for that.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Packers and Dolphins. I got the Dolphins to win, but that 3.5 against Aaron Rodgers, that bad man, you lost me.
That look tasty, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take that 3.5. So.
Ugh, and then huh,
I'm not betting that game at all.
huh.
I'm not betting at all.
Betting it, just gonna leave it
I'm
blank.
gonna leave it blank. I'm omitting. Now I'm saying. I'm omitting, but I say Broncos money line because
I'm omitting. I'm done.
I'm omitting the vote. I'm abstaining. I'm an absentee ballot
I'm weak. I'm weak.
because no,
Abstaining, bruh. You
abstaining.
don't have that choice.
I know. I know what I'm saying.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Terrible.
But I understand. I understand. Bucks at Cards. Come on, Cardinals. Don't let me down like you did last week. I know. I know.
Boo.
I know. And lastly, Monday Night Football on ESPN.
It's
Chargers.
gonna get ugly. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be me. That's the vibes I'm on. That's the vibes I'm on.
All right. Locks of the week.
Next week.
At this point in the season, the only lock I got is Niners. But even then, it's not really a lock. It's like a pseudo lock because again, these teams, man, fighting for their lives. You don't know what's gonna happen. But performance locks.
Wait, can I say mine?
Oh yeah, you guys are. Not bad.
I agree, pseudo lock, but it's definitely I would put that in there. And even then, like Brandon Staley can fumble the bag. So I'm like, I don't know. Brandon Staley can fumble the bag. So pardon me, I don't know. So I'd say Ravens and 49ers for sure. Even the Chiefs, I'm like, there's that like as you mentioned earlier, there's definitely room for the Seahawks to upset the Chiefs. So I'm like, I can't even like all the teams can be upset because any given Sunday, but in this case Saturday. But I don't know. Kamara and Chubb combined for 200 yards and a touchdown each. That's how you feeling?
And Derrick Henry gets 200 yards by himself.
Okay. I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to the freaking Texans. So, all right. JK Gus, let's call it the Ravens train. We're gonna call this the Ravens train. The JK and Gus combined for 200 yards and 2 TDs.
And 2 TDs.
We're gonna be really run heavy this game. I just feel it in my spirit. That's one. Second one is JJ goes for 150. He might not get a touchdown, but he'll go for 150 for sure. And gets a little step closer to breaking the record. Cause I don't know how much he needs to break it. Let me see. Justin Jefferson stats. Justin Bieber. Oh, that's there you go. So for this season, he has 1,623 yards. So he needs quick math 377. That's like 125 a game. He can definitely do that. He can definitely do it. Well, for the record, he doesn't need that much, but for 2,000, he needs that. So I think he goes for $150 calmly against that Giants defense.
Calmly?
Calmly.
All right,
Yeah. And in terms of one more, I would like hammer that 200 yards himself because that would just be so poetic. That would just be awesome. and I'll just another defensive touchdown this week. That actually hit like the first game, and I was like, because special teams defense kind of counts, especially if a pump block definitely counts. So I'll hand with that one again. The defensive touchdown this week.
Shirley, real quick, Amon-Ra St. Brown did not make the Pro Bowl.
Who did?
In the NFC?
And everything. I don't know the roster. I know some of the Ravens made it, but I don't know like in terms of the whole roster. Can you put it up and put it on the screen?
Yeah, got you.
By one.
Right, so
Takes a couple to bring him down. A hit back there by Tremont Smith.
AFC quarterbacks.
You mute that?
The back.
Yeah, muted. I thought it was me.
Mahomes.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll just kill off the video. Anyway, we got Patrick Mahomes, Allen Burrow. Makes sense. No complaints. Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry.
No complaint.
No complaints. Pat Ricard, I guess.
I like also Ingold from the Dolphins too. I like him a lot.
Right. Tyreek, Stephon, Devontae, and Chase. Would have loved to see my boy Waddle in there. Would have loved to see my boy Jalen Waddle in there. But he did have he slowed for a couple of weeks.
Like a good month, he ain't do shit. So
and we understand. Kelsey Andrews, best 2 tight ends in the league, especially in the AFC. So that's cool with me. Larry Tunsil for the Texans. I guess. I don't know who would replace him, but yeah. Teron Armstead, former Saint legend. Great.
If Rashawn Slater was playing, he definitely would have been.
If he was playing, but he got hurt. So
Joel Batona.
Defensive guard, who? Quentin Nelson, the GOAT, Domer, and Joe Tooney. He all right. So for the people who are saying the Chiefs don't have nobody, they have a lot of people on this. They have a lot of people on this offensive line making the Pro Bowl. Like,
yeah, bro, keep it going.
Creed Humphrey, Chiefs center, good. Mitch Morse, good, I guess. And then defense, I don't really expect to see anyone who Sauce Gardner didn't make it. Wait, hold on. That's my bad. That's offensive end. That's my bad. I'm glad that Max Crosby made it.
I agree.
He needed some love. Terry Line, Quentin Williams, glad he made it. He's been a baller right now for the Jets.
Well, I like to see Cam Hayward in it. Not gonna lie.
Where this might be his last season, so who knows?
Well, I like because he actually been or Calais. Calais, not really, but was in Houston too. I think he has like 10, I think 8 or 9 sacks in the season. But Jeff, I'm not mad at it though.
Not mad. Matt Judon, the red sleeve poppy himself, cooking. Return of the Mac.
Okay.
And then not bad.
Which is actually surprising because he missed like 8 weeks, but
facts.
The impact he has alone. It's probably name value, but I'm not mad at it. Roquan, we gotta have Roquan and CJ Mosley. Wow. Former Raven. Let's go. Yep. Sauce, the number one.
Boston the sauce. Starter. Love to see it. Pat Surtain, second-year player. Love to see it. Humphrey. Xavier Howard. Good pick. Solid. Good pick. Minka Fitzpatrick. Derwin James. Jordan Poyer.
Well, I like to see Justin Simmons as the other free safety, but I guess you only have one, which is weird.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, for sure. And kicker. Come on now.
The GOAT.
Return
specialist. The guy from the Colts.
What? The special teamer?
No, return specialist. Yeah. Like, dude, I like Duvernay. I love Duvernay. I'm glad he's in it. But, like, he's probably because he's out with a broken foot, so, like, 2 months. So, that's fun.
Weird. And then we got they did one that I already pissed off about. Justin Fields.
Our very own Energizer Bunny.
We should have had Justin
Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
My bad. Sorry. We should have Justin Fields. They should have. Found the way to get him in there. You hate to see it. But it's okay. Geno Smith deserves. Kind of fell off for the last month. So I would have preferred Justin Fields in there. And then Kirk Cousins. I guess. I Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. Vindication that I rightfully deserve. That we both deserve. Let's go. I like that. I like that a lot. But I like to see Dalvin, but Tony Pollard's been a man. He's
Miles
been
Sanders been cooking too, so I'm proud of him.
1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Like, yeah, he doing his thing too. So definitely deserve. You check one of the best all time fullbacks. Former Raven, believe it or not.
I know. It was odd when I found out about that. Now, here's my Jay Jets. There's no argument. Get him in there. AJ Brown, no arguments. He's proven Tennessee wrong. CeeDee Lamb, Dallas, best receiver for Dallas. He's popular. I get it. But man, Amon-Ra, the sun god.
True. That would have been a one or two thing. I like Terry. I like to see him in it, getting the recognition, underrated receiver.
Right.
But Amon-Ra he's had a pretty great season, especially for him, like leading the Lions in a playoff spot, potentially fire.
Right. I get it. Terry, scary Terry, he's awesome, but Amon-Ra, he should have been in it. Amon-Ra definitely should have been in there. But it is what it is.
George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, the best two in that conference for sure. Can you just go to the defense? No disrespect to offensive linemen, but no. All right. Nick Bosa, Brian Burns. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. I love that.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Solid. Aaron Donald definitely should not be a Pro Bowler. He did not deserve it this year. I like Dexter Lawrence in it. So he's been like a bright spot for the Giants. Jonathan Allen.
I would have gone for the guy from the Philadelphia Eagles, the D tackle. Hargraves.
Oh, Brandon Hargraves too for your BG, for sure. Aaron Donald does not do he's one of the best all time, but this season does not deserve to be a Pro Bowler.
No, he does not. Michael Parsons, get it for sure.
Hassan Reddick, I like that.
Hassan Reddick, love to see that. He had a monster game against Thing. I think the Eagles lead the league in like 8 Pro Bowlers, which is crazy. It's like the Chiefs team, but like the better version. Remember the Chiefs had like 12 guys on Pro Bowler, and they were like
14-2. He had like 10 of them, John. I'm just saying.
All right. See, you doing the most.
You talking about the Chiefs? I'm thinking about my Ravens.
Yeah, why you gotta bring the Ravens? No one said about the Ravens. No one said anything about the Ravens.
I did.
Anyway, love the Mario Davis getting recognition again. Love him. That's my guy right there. I think he's like the only Saint. Just terrible because we suck. Darius Slay, Trayvon Diggs. I guess. Love the rookie. Getting his love. Tariq Woolen getting his love. Jair Alexander. Cool.
I guess. They had to have 4, I guess.
Right. Quandre Diggs.
Mufunga. I love that. I love this guy. He is a beast. I'm glad he got into the playoff. I mean, that's the playoff, the Pro Bowl.
Or long snapper, no one cares. Who's the
Jason Myers.
Not Jake Elliott? Okay. But yeah, that's the Pro Bowl. Sorry that I know the show's a little long now, but thanks for you guys for indulging with us for watching the real live reaction to the Pro Bowl. We got spreads, you got pick'em, and you got live reactions to the Pro Bowl rosters. Happy holidays to all those who celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything in between. It's your boy Natty Baps. I'll be back in New York for the first time in a minute. So yeah, gonna see my family for the first time in a while. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna make me smile. Otherwise, though, there might not be a show next Wednesday. We'll talk about that, but we'll talk about that on Tuesday. But the recap and analysis and reacting to what could be an amazing Week 16 spread of games. I got nothing else to add. So Shabazz, you know what to do.
So happy holidays for everybody from the Shabazz TV family. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Nat, you might come over here, might do the show over here, you might do it from his phone. We'll figure the logistics out after the fact, but We'll see the guys on Tuesday.
Peace.
It's funny, I know about it, certain to somebody, sometime.